the will and the trust. Everybody's familiar with those terms, will and trust. And when people say trust, they typically think of a revocable living trust. So we are going to be talking about those. So here we go. What is a will? As I said, you probably know this. A will says where your assets go when you are gone, who gets them, and who directs the assets, who's your executor, who's your personal representative. A will requires probate. Probate is the legal process to ensure that your wishes under your will are carried out. A probate occurs in the court. If we have time, we'll get into some detail about probates. If we don't, then I'm going to do another presentation about probates. But I want you to understand, and a lot of people don't understand this. They think, I have a will, there won't be a probate. That's the exact opposite. You have a will, and if your estate plan is set up to rely upon your will, there will be a probate upon your passing. Trusts, when people hear the term trust, they typically are thinking about a revocable living trust. And that's a document that you create, that you sign to create this trust during your lifetime. During lifetime is also called a inter vivos trust, but it's pretty clear. It's a revocable living trust. Revocable living trusts are very much favored by financial advisors because their primary benefit is avoiding a probate. So I want to just back up a little bit and mention that in your will, you can put trusts into your will, but a will has no effect until you have passed. So those trusts that in your will don't come into effect until your will is probate. And then there may be a trust you've created for your spouse, or a trust you've created for your adult children or for your minor children, or a trust for tax purposes, or even a trust for your pet, because all of those trusts are commonly found in wills. Those are called testamentary trust, or depends on your pronunciation. I say testamentary. Your will also indicate if you do have minor children who would be the guardian that you nominated, because the court will likely follow your directions and appoint that person as guardian of your kids if there's no good reason not to. The trust in your will for your minor children will also you'll have named who's the trustee who's going to be in charge of your minor child or children's money. So just because you have a will doesn't mean there aren't trusts involved. It's just that those trusts come into being later after your death.